All right, finally. I'd spent so many minutes filming this last time, and I didn't have any sound. And it gives me the readout right there, and I still didn't look at it. Isn't that cool? It's just how the day has been. You know, when your day it's just starts going wrong right off the bat. I thought it was going to be good. I woke up. Usually, I've got to clean up a mess because the puppy. You know, we keep him in a crate, but still. But no, he did good. And we put him outside. I put him outside. Everything was great. We were having fun together, you know, being goofy. And so then I went to cook breakfast. Just a HEB, you know, vanilla oatmeal. I was going to throw some granola in it once I had finished it. But lo and behold, it was decided that I would not have oatmeal this morning. Put it in the microwave for a minute, stirred it after a minute, put it back in the microwave, and I think I had put it into too small a bowl because when I opened up the microwave, there was no oatmeal in the bowl and it was all over the microwave plate. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm not gonna die. It's all good. I picked up the microwave plate, I put it in the sink, and wouldn't you know it, I had put a paper towel underneath the bowl to catch any water that spilled out of the bowl. Needless to say, lots of water, lots of oatmeal had spilled out of the bowl. So I go to pick up the paper towel and I'm like, oh, it's soaking wet. So I squeeze it to wring the water out of it. And apparently I had grabbed it in just the right way, so there was like an air pocket in there. And when I squeezed it, it popped like a zit and spat oatmeal and water all over the backsplash. Now I'm mad. I throw it into the sink and I grab a thing and I just start, you know, just a, you know, just one of the wiper claws or the little, goodness. Anyway, so I start cleaning, and I'm getting mad and I'm doing stuff. And sorry, I'm banging on the thing while I'm trying to record. But man, it was driving me nuts. I had to be at work. I'm working at Shift Smart, so and then I get in the car and I got my coffee. At least I remembered my coffee. Took my coffee with me. I'm drinking my coffee on the way. Coffee's good. And then man, I get to work and I saw all the other Walmart employees letting themselves in through the front. They just pulled the doors open and walked through. So I figured that would be okay for me to do too. Apparently it was not, and I kind of got chewed out. You know, and he was just stern with me. He didn't chew me out. He just said, you know, vendors are supposed to come to the back door and ring the bell. And so I said, okay. And, you know, apologized. My mistake. Won't do it again. Even though the ShiftSmart app literally tells me to go to the back. But I saw others doing it, so I assumed it was okay for me too. Apparently it was not. So did my shift, did half the stuff wrong. You know, I would go and fix things when the app had not told me to go fix things first. So I'm ahead of my app. I'm having to take pictures of the exact same um, um, rack of chips. And so I'm like, oh man, I'm going to get so hit for this. So I'm just click. And I get it done, or at least most of it. I probably got about, you know, halfway or three-fourths down all the it was just all the quick grabs by all the registers and stuff like that. So I'm doing that and looking for more end caps while I'm doing it, and then I realize I don't have that much time left. Because if you work past your time, you know, I could have tried to finish it all, but if you work past your time, you don't get paid for it, even if you're actually still working. Which, okay, I'm cool with that, but it also means I may not complete everything about the shift that I wanted to do. Um, but I did as much as I could and stayed as long as I could without overdoing my hour and a half. I think I had to do. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's worth driving all the way and going through the hassle, but it is what it is, and an extra $20 here and $30 there kind of adds up, through the week. So, I get home, right, and everything's good, and then I start using Logos, and I'm missing a tool. Um, it's called an exegetical guide. And what it is you can put a verse or a section of verses in there, and then it breaks down like the key words, gives you the Greek for it, gives you some of the things that you might want to look at, fact books, stuff like that, and it lays it all out for you. Um, and so, wrestling with one of the verses and kind of looking at the other things. And I'm like, my exegetical guide is gone. My theological guide is gone. All my guides are gone. I'm looking in what's called tools on Logos, and they're all gone. I'm like, what is going on? So I do a help thing with Logos. I call Logos, and I'm getting a little upset with the girl because I'm like, are you guys trying to make me upgrade? I'm automatically assuming evil intent or bad intent because I've got bad intentions, right? I'm looking to start a fight. And then the dog starts whining because it sees his buddy walking around, Ronan, who is like the friendliest dog in the world that all the other dogs love. And, even Mavis, they all like each other now. It's amazing. So anyway, he sees him and he starts whining because he wants to get out of his crate. And I'm trying to talk to this lady on the phone who I think is trying to rip me off. Not the lady, the company she's representing. And so I grab one of my slippers and I throw it in the living room to hit the crate. And it bounces off of the floor right before the crate, spins wildly. I didn't think I threw it that hard. Spins wildly and hits some kind of glass bowl or something on the fireplace. And then that falls and breaks. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I left it there so Liz could see it when she gets here tonight. Though she's going to be late because she's going to go help Nancy move. But that's a whole nother thing. So then I get back to my Logos call with the help desk at Logos. And as the lady is trying to explain things to me, and she says, I'm going to have to put you on hold for a moment because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. And in my head, I'm like, of course this woman doesn't know what she's talking about, right? Because I'm being not a good person at that moment. I didn't say it to her. I'm thinking it, right? And the Lord goes, hey, dummy, look at the button above the one you keep pushing. And I looked. And it's like, oh, wait. And it's the guides button, which is right above the tools button. The tools has guides in it, but there's a specific guides button that has all of the guides and everything that you can use as a tool in Logos. They should all be under one, in my opinion, because it made me look stupid and feel stupid and be stupid. I'm yelling into the phone to tell, not in a mean way, to tell the lady, hey, I messed up. It's okay. Hopefully you're recording this. I found it. It was just me being blind. And I hung up the phone because I was too embarrassed to stay on and face her. Man, not that I'm afraid of, of contending with people. I don't mind that. I like a good fight every now and then. But I was stupid. And then I'd sold this whole story to the camera before and didn't turn sound on. Had no microphone. Jeez. And the Lord was just like, you got mad. You cooked the in the microwave. You did it your own way. You didn't follow the directions that are on the package. You knew better. You've been cooking for, 50-something years. And you know better. Even in my head, I was thinking, I think this bowl was too small when I put it in. But I'd already put it in, so I didn't want to make another bowl dirty. Then I got mad because I couldn't clean things up right. As you get older, your your hands don't work as well, your reflexes aren't as sharp as they used to be, and you make mistakes and you get mad at yourself or mad at life or mad at time, or you know but you get so frustrated, and because you're frustrated you get mad. And I've been experiencing that quite a bit lately, you know trying to find a real job. Not that Shift Smart isn't, but it's kind of not. Trying to, but not compromise in getting that job. I tell them up front without hesitation that I am a pastor, and a pastor still, and I will remain a pastor. And if I have to be broke and poor and, do what God has called me to do, I got to do it. Right. But I've always told Liz, if it comes down to a point where, because she's the first ministry, if I'm going to be a good pastor, I got to take care of her first. But still, it's very frustrating. It's very hard hitting. It's another reminder to me that I need to control. Those things didn't make me mad. The person at work didn't make me mad. Logos did not make me mad. Robert made me mad. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's been a stuck on stupid day. And I would like to get unstuck. So, pray for one another. Love one another. When things are just going haphazardly wrong in your life and you just can't see an end to it, just remember, it's probably happening to Robert too. You have a blessed one. Go away now.